Hey YouTube, ShutterX here, and I've brought something special for you guys today. I'm doing a showcase, or giving you guys a little preview of a script a good friend of mine, Magnalite, made. All credit goes to him. I am just making the video. I've helped in no way of it for it. Now, what this script does is something so particular that majority of the people didn't even think was possible. Okay, so essentially what you can do is you can take a .object file, which is one of the standard file formats for 3D modeling programs like Blender and that kind of thing. Um, it doesn't support other formats as far as I know, like .3ds or .max files, just .object. Anyway, so you can take the .object file, you can run the code inside the file through a script, and it will put the object into Roblox. So you can just download any model off the internet, put it in the Roblox, there you go. And if you think I'm lying, here's something I recently put through the script to test the limits. It's a tank with about 19,000 faces, which translates to about 40,000 parts. And no way would I even bother to build a tank that has 40,000 parts, let alone 1,000. There's no way I'd have the patience to do that, but nope, the script just handles it for you. You just have to sit back and watch it render. And as you can see, it gets down to like the very precise details to even the bolts of the gun and the barrel and the muzzle. The interior lacking, if the model doesn't have any interior, as you can see, but it's still a very nice model. So anyways, I will be showing you showing you the process into doing this. Hold on. There we go. So, the model we're going to be importing is an L11A3 sniper rifle. So, have to go ahead and start up Studio. Delete it. I already have a place saved with the mesh importing files. This is where you put your mesh file, essentially. You put it in the global variables, that way the importer can put it in. So, mesh equals, put a thing for a long string. You just copy the code, paste it in. Totally, there you go. Now, you have to open the object importer. I want to blank out most of the script, so that way it's kept hidden, because he hasn't said if he wants it publicly released yet. So this is the load speed, which is pretty much how many parts it loads per weight, and the scale is essentially the sizing. This model in particular, to make it decently big enough, you need about 1,000 for the scale, because it renders out as a small model as one. But anyways, you can just go out here, press play, wait, view the output. The output will tell you the faces and the vertexes, and it tells you when the rendering's done. So go ahead and hit play. 5,693 vertexes, parsing faces, about 5,600 faces. And as you can see, you can just sit back and watch it create the model. There you go, and it's done rendering. So let's go ahead and get a close-up view. And as you can see, even with this model, it gets down to the gritty details of the model to the stock, to the scope, the bolt, trigger, barrel. It's almost an exact duplicate of the model. Very, very close, if not the same. Now, when it comes to importing models, there are restrictions to it due to the limitation of the Roblox engine. Essentially, it's recommended to have a model with faces 15,000 and below. The tank I showed you earlier had 19,000 faces, but even then, that was straining to render out. So I would say you might make it, you'd be okay below 20,000 faces, but to not put too much strain, 15,000 faces would be recommended. I haven't tested anything between 20,000 and 25,000 faces, so I don't know how those will actually render out, or if it renders out at all. Also, good computer specs would be recommended if you want to render these things out, because I've rendered some heavy stuff and it uses up like 3 gigabytes of RAM and a lot of my CPU, and I have an i7 quad-core processor. But yeah, that's pretty much the script for importing the models. There's been no news of if he's releasing it publicly or not. So I have no clue what he plans to do, if he's going to keep it a private script, a public script. But I will probably update the video if he decides to release it to the public. Oh yeah, another restriction I forgot. Not all object files are supported. Like, sometimes there are certain things in the object files. I am not very educated in how object files work, but a good majority of them work. If it ends up erroring, try a different file, and just hope it's fully supported, because there are a few variations between object files that the script doesn't really support. But anyways, that's it for the video. So hope you enjoyed the video. I will let you guys know if the script ever becomes public, but for right now it's private. And that's it. See you later.